Like it, Jack?
We are gonna buy one today.
What are you worried about?
Absolutely.
No! I love it!
We're dreamers, don't care what other people say. We're living like this could be our final day. We're dreamers, don't care what the others say. We're doing this in our own way.
Right guys, so today we are going back for a second viewing of the lorry, which we really like. Now yesterday we were actually thinking that we might phone up and just put an offer in based on our first viewing, but actually we thought better of that and actually thought, right, we need to go back and we need to look at the nitty gritty of this lorry, see it for a second time. We've got a huge extensive list of things that we want to check on the lorry itself, done a bit of research online, and just want to make sure that it's up to scratch and there's nothing that maybe we didn't spot last time because we were probably just excited by the whole thing. So we're going to head back there today, go through our list, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we still really like it. Now we're actually not going to take the cameras in because we want our focus to be on the lorry itself, and you guys might have already caught a little glimpse of what lorry we're going to see at the beginning of the video, so you can take your guesses now. Is it the red one or is it the blue one? But we're going to go and take a look, so the cameras are going to be turned off for this bit, but we'll let you know how we got on after we're done. So we'll fill you in on how we got on yesterday going back to view that lorry. Now it was the blue one that we went back to view, and to be honest we thought we might come away yesterday putting an offer in, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
We were quite stoked about that one. It's quite big.
It looks awesome. You know, it looks awesome and it's big, which would be fantastic.
Yeah, but when we were there, we were happy. We were really happy. We checked everything. We went through our checklist and everything was looking good.
Yeah.
And then we found out that the payload wasn't quite as much as we thought it might be. So the payload was 2 ton, and with it already being quite a big vehicle, the box being quite long, we thought that it's probably going to be pushing it a bit close to maxing it out on its weight.
We were ticking all these boxes were being ticked. It was like, this is brilliant. And then I said, okay, what's the payload? And initially the chap said he doesn't know, but he thinks it's around 4 ton. And I was like, well,
that's good.
You know, even if he's 1 ton out, it's not, you know, that's 3 ton of payload, still good. But I was insisting and said, look, I really need to have it weighed because it's a big vehicle. It was a 22-foot box, which is big. And it was a sleeper cab, but it was a high sleeper cab at the same time, which means you had a big cab on it. And yeah, we took it around the corner to a weighbridge, and it came back as 5.5 ton, as Kira just said. And 2 ton of payload is pretty good, but for a smaller vehicle,
that's
a big vehicle, you know, I think it worked out. You'd need something like 20 odd sheets of plywood just to line the thing, and plywood, or 12mm ply is like 23 kg a sheet. So even with that, and then you had 300-400 litre water tank on that, it was becoming a little bit too close. And though we think we could probably get away with it if you used all your lightweight products, yeah, I think it was just cutting it a little bit too fine, a bit too close for comfort, eh?
Yeah, I think that was it. We just don't want to get caught out. It's a big decision. So yesterday, after we went to see the blue lorry, we found a really nice park up. We travelled about 40 minutes. So the lorry was in Oldham near Manchester. We travelled about 40-50 minutes to West Yorkshire.
Hebden Bridge, a little village.
Ah, that's it. Yeah.
Hebden Bridge.
Bridge.
Yeah.
Gorgeous little park up.
Lovely.
It's part of the bowling club, wasn't it? The bowling green.
Yeah.
And it was £5 for the night, and it had services. So we'll pop that up on screen if anyone wants to take a look. We're going to put it on our map because we think it's somewhere that we will easily fit the lorry, but it does have quite a steep
It has a very steep access, but they're getting a grant. I spoke to the chap. They're getting a grant from one of the camping clubs to put in a proper service bit and all the rest. So it's actually going to be quite a nice bit, and you know, there's some lovely walks. I took Charlie for a nice walk. Yeah, no, really nice place.
Yeah, it's a good find. Now we are currently on our way to go back and see the red lorry. Rick phoned him up this morning.
Between red and blue, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
between red and blue.
between red and blue.
It's because it's between red and blue is because we want a sleeper cab.
Yeah.
I can only find 3 sleeper cabs on the market at the minute.
In the whole of the UK.
Yeah, I know. Or that we want, like box lorries,
Yeah,
etc.
yeah.
One of which is very expensive at 36 grand plus VAT, which I'm just not obviously, you know, going to go for.
That's too much.
So that leaves 2, which is the blue one, which we've just talked about, and the red one, which is the last one. So if this is a no-go, then we're going to resort to buying a motorhome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, only joking. So we're on our way down. We're just on the M1, very exciting road. Not.
No.
So we're heading down. We're 2 hours late for lunch.
I know. Kids are getting hungry. We're getting hungry.
I'm getting hungry.
Yeah. You will be. Yeah.
And we're going to go have a look at this red box. Now, this red box is going to be a little bit different because even though it's still a Mercedes Atigo, it doesn't have the extra high cab, so there's a little bit of weight saved there. It's only an 18-foot box rather than a 22-foot box, which is also good.
Yeah.
And so we think that between the two of those points and the fact that we will take off the tail lift and the roller shutter and save a bit of weight that way, we think we'll have enough payload on this one to make it a go. So there we go. And just another thing, you might be wondering why we want the Mercedes Atigo as opposed to a DAF or something, which a lot of people go for.
I'm thinking, why do we?
But the reason for that is because the DAF sleeper cabs, not that I've measured, so I could be wrong, but what I've looked at pictures on the internet, on the Tinternet, they look very small. And I've got a BMW driver in front of me here, which is doing all sorts of funny things. He's doing me head in.
Making life difficult.
He is. Like, I don't like dropping from 60 to 40. I don't get it. But anyway, the Mercedes Atigo has quite a big sleeper cab.
No offence to BMW drivers. I'm just gonna
No,
add
take
that in.
offence. Take offence. Take offence. Learn to drive. I'm happy with that.
Stop.
Yeah, so that's the reason. So it gives us a bit more space in the back. I was on the phone to a truck seating company, so they're a specialist vehicle seating company, who have also given me a quote to put in some rear seats, turn it into a crew cab as well.
Yeah, so we'll all be in the front in the cab together, which will be much better than having to put a cut through in. As we know, a lot of you had a few concerns about whether we could put a cut through in. I think we could, but we've just had a big thought, and we think that it'd be nicer to have us all up front together when we're travelling. Exciting for us to see where we're going, exciting for the kids to see properly and be together. So that's why we're trying to search for that crew cab.
Yeah, we think it will just be the better option. The cut through option, in the end, I just feel, or we feel, that it's, you know, heard a lot of stories of them leaking, and then there's also movement between the cab and the box.
Yeah.
And, you know, I spoke to one company and they said, well, they'd bolt it together. And I was sort of thinking, well, if you bolt it together, then that movement there's a huge amount of strain on those bolts. Yeah, and so, yeah, we want to go for a crew cab. We just think it will just be a bit better for us travelling around. So there we go. So that's where we're heading now.
Yeah, let's see how we get on.
Are you going to let me out?
So what we've done is the place we are going is actually right near Download Festival. So we are stuck in a big queue of traffic, and the junction where we are trying to get off is also the junction for Download Festival. So yeah, it's not going to be good. We've had to actually phone up the dealership for Big Red and tell them that we aren't actually going to make it today. So we've arranged to see it tomorrow morning. So hopefully we're just going to try and head to our night stop now. Go to a shop first, head to our night stop, yeah, but it might take us a bit of time.
Oh, and I'm melting. It's so hot.
You're wearing black, that's not helping.
Oh. I'm gonna get my trucker's arm.
Cheers!
Chicken.
We're here at our park up. Gonna get some water now and then pitch up. We're actually joined by one other person here, so but it's sun shining. We managed to avoid most of the download traffic. So.
Yes.
Cheers! Just trying to find our spot on the field, aren't we, Pip?
I thought we go down there.
I think we'll be fine over there.
Wait a minute.
The van sounds pretty bad. We've got something wrong with one of our wheels.
If we face so if we're parking over there.
We're now sloped down this side. The other side of the island, I think I'm just going to go.
To the island.
Yeah.
All right then.
You heard our squeak.
Rick knows best. Yeah, I just said about the squeak.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound good. It sounds really
I've checked
bad.
the discs and the pad looks fine. So I don't know whether there's a stone or sometimes you get those hard spots. I've never actually had one before, but you can get a hard spot in a pad. I don't know what it is, but if you know, then let me know because it's really squeaky.
Need to get it looked at.
Squeaky, squeaky.
Right, you know where's best to pitch up? Rick knows best.
Is it behind that hedge?
What?
Yeah, I'm going to go to a camp. I'm going to go to festival with the boys.
Download. He's off.
Okay.
I'm not sure where he's going.
Need wedges, do you think?
We always need wedges, Pip.
Can I help you with the wedges?
Yeah, I hate doing the wedges. Oh, we need Dwayne.
Yeah, we need wedges.
This is Dwayne. Now, if you've got a van or motorhome and you don't have one of these, then they're a very good thing to have. This is Dwayne, and we picked him up in Norway, I believe. I could be wrong. So it's come all the way from us.
Denmark.
Could have been Denmark, Piper said. So we picked him up there, and he's great. We go up on the wedges, and then we pop him behind one of the back wheels. So, bit of added security, not to roll away.
We can wait for better days, but the days won't come.
What number are we going on?
Oh, I think we're probably going to go on 3.
We're doing 3.
Doing 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Behind you. Yay!
Straighten that one up.
What?
Straighten that one up, and I don't think it's actually straight now.
What are you saying about my wedge
I think
skills?
Piper had it straight to start
No,
with,
it was
and
on a
you-
right wonk.
A right one. Pass me that. Here we go. Look.
That's fine. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nah, look, you're overhanging this end, and there's a slight bit that end. I think Pip, you had it right to start with. I
Where?
think on this one, didn't you? You had it right to start with, and Mum moved
We're a
it.
team. Don't let him bully us.
Yeah.
Nice, guys.
Do not stand on.
Very good.
What are they?
Look at this beautiful field. Church up on the hill, only one other. Lovely.
Don't forget to click like and subscribe because next week we finally buy a lorry.
Oh, no.